Roston, are you able to confirm an 11 for us?
Not as yet. Still some ongoing discussions, so not as yet.
What are the areas you're discussing this week?
Well, obviously, the top order is a bit of a concern. Obviously, not getting those good starts that we've been looking for, and then obviously with the spinner, the extra seamer going out, and probably spinner coming back in.
Pink ball, does that lead to any sort of differences in the balance of the lineup?
Yeah, I guess that's what we are discussing. Not really more so the pink ball, but more so the conditions regarding the wicket and stuff, yeah.
How many guys have you had that sort of in your team have played with it against a pink ball? Like you obviously got a few guys remaining from the Australian tour, but different kind of ball as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, in a test match it's different, but the guys are accustomed playing with the pink ball. We have some first-class games with the pink ball, so the guys have had a bit of experience playing with the pink ball. But as I said, the test match is something different pressure, different style of play. But yeah, the guys are comfortable with it.
What do you make of the surface out there?
Yeah, well, it has a bit of grass on it, but I think the groundsman said he might shave off a bit, so it's still yet to see what the final surface will look like. But it looks hard, pretty hard. I mean, the practice wickets look similar. So the ball has been doing a bit in the practice sessions. So yeah, it looks a good cricket wicket.
How have you found the first series as captain, test captain?
Yeah, it's a tough one so far. Obviously, coming up against the #1 team in the world, Australia. You know, these guys are really relentless in terms of how they play their cricket, especially with the bowling lineup. They have most of the guys in the top 10. It's been tough, especially in the batting area, but I think the bowlers have held their own. So I'd like to commend them on that. We've been hitting the marks and we've been getting wickets early on, so that's a plus for us. But it's just for us to keep that momentum going through the middle, especially with obviously Steve Smith back and Travis Head and Carey. These guys are the main batters in the side. So if we can just, you know what I mean, find a way to get them out as quick as possible and stop that momentum and that aggressive batting style that they're bringing, that lower middle order, I think we'll find ourselves in a better position.
And personally, do you feel like you're sort of growing into the role with each test?
Yeah, well, there's only so much I can do, but each guy has to go out there and play their own cricket. I can only try to lead by example and try to make each and every player as comfortable as possible to go out there and execute the role that they have been given. But yeah, I'm confident in the guys. In the guys going out in this game and playing some good cricket.
You said the top order is a concern and that you haven't necessarily settled on that. Is Kraigg a chance to be dropped?
Well, I can't say that. The discussion around the final 11 hasn't been had yet, so we'll see what happens tomorrow.
How different do you think Australian bowlers will be with a pink ball this week?
I don't think they'll be any different. These guys, we know what these guys do day in, day out. They come bang it on that 6-meter length, start probably a bit fuller looking to swing it and shape it. Obviously, Nathan Lyon is a spinner, so I think the wicket will offer some spin as well.
What do you guys think about the lights here?
Yeah, they're bright, but I think they're a bit low for my liking. They seem a bit low, but it's what we have to work with, so we can't really come and complain about it or whatever. What is put in front of us, we have to deal with.
How much does that affect catching? Is that the main issue for lower lights?
Yeah, I think judging from past experience on different grounds with low lighting, it's a bit harder to pick up the drop zone of the ball, but I mean, we did a bit of feeling yesterday, and the guys look okay. No one really complained, but it's just my personal opinion. I think that the lights look a bit low.
You've been on even terms with Australia after 2 days of both the test matches. What's the key to extending that longer in a test match? Is it technical? Is it mental? Is it how do you sustain that longevity through a test match of performance?
I think it's a bit of fitness and a bit of the know-how. I think the guys are lacking a bit in the experience of that second innings, and I think we had a chat about the after lunch session. I think we were playing good cricket before lunch, but every time after lunch, whether it be batting or bowling, we tend to slacken off, and we can't seem to really put a finger on it as yet. But I would just say that I think is the know-how in terms of the backing good bowlers for a consistent period of time. Because, I mean, we play first-class cricket to come here, but I don't think our first-class cricket is a good judge to bring you to international level, because in most first-class teams, it's probably a 1 or 2 good bowlers. But in this lineup, obviously, it's 4 guys, top 10. They're going to be there consistently. So I just think that is a factor. And then I think probably scoreboard pressure as well. I mean, seeing the lead in front of you, I think that kind of, I don't want to say scare the guys, but I think it plays a bit on the mental.
Obviously, the Frank Worrell Trophy is now slipped away, but with the World Test Championship, how much more meaning is there to this game than maybe there would have been in the past? Yeah,
well, every game is important because there's points for the game, so it's not only about winning the series, but you have to win matches to get that percentage up so you can be in contention to go forward in the table.
2 more.
Yeah, in terms of playing in Jamaica, you obviously had that 137 years back. There's been a lot of buzz around this test match for the first time in a long while. How motivated are you and the team overall to get that Jamaican experience and give the fans something heading into future series?
Yeah, well, I always love playing cricket in Jamaica. I mean, the team loves playing here. It's always a vibe, it's always an energy with the dancehall music and stuff like that. And then obviously we have some dancehall artists that supposed to perform. Ray Marshall came and greeted us yesterday. So it's a good feeling playing cricket in Jamaica. It's always exciting. Obviously, it's the first pink ball test, so the guys are really looking forward to that. And we hope that the crowd will come up and support the team.
And you touched on the after lunch session. Is there anything you would do differently at lunch in terms of the way you actually, just to ensure that you get up, like even changing what you eat or what you do in the break?
Yeah, I think what we can do, we can probably just come out a bit earlier, have a few, more so in the bowling, because you bowl as a team. You don't bat as a team. It's more individual preference. But I just think you can probably just come out and bowl a few balls before we start back in the break. That's something we've been discussing, so that the guys, you know what I mean, will feel back into that rhythm rather than just having to start fresh. Yeah, I think that's what we've been speaking about.
Got a team for us, Pat?
I don't today. Mixing it up. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we'll let you know tomorrow. Yeah, gonna have another look at it. Something with pink ball, a few more unknowns. So just want to have another look at the wicket, give it a bit of time, and yeah, work out a team later on today.
What are the considerations?
I think it's mainly the pink ball, trying to still get our heads around exactly what it's going to do. We've had 2 sessions here. Again, see how the pitch looks. You know, we're still kind of 30 or 24 hours out. So yeah, really just trying to get our heads around and kind of have another day to think about kind of what the exact makeup will be.
So they have to do it just like bowling attack. I can barely hear you. Is it about like 4 fast bowlers?
Wait, sorry, go, start again.
No, is it about like just what you need to look at, like 4 fast bowlers and maybe playing this? Because Mitch Stark said, the groundsman said spinners can go to the beach. So,
I think it's all that. Yeah, exactly what you think we're gonna need here. You know, I think night time as well seems to get darker here a bit early, so that last session might be a little bit longer than Adelaide. And yeah, like the practice wickets look like a pretty good replica of the side wicket, so just have another session today, just get a feel.
Is there any chance that Nathan wouldn't play? You went 4 quicks?
I mean, yeah, I think everything's an option. So yeah, we honestly haven't settled on it. The selectors, we all kind of left yesterday and thought, I'll just sleep on it and come and have another look and make up our mind today.
When did you finally get hold of a pink ball box?
Day before yesterday. Yeah, so yeah, the pink balls met us here in Jamaica, but they seem like pretty good, like a little bit different to the cookers. Yeah, in some ways feels a bit more closer to a red ball, I reckon, than a white ball, which sometimes the pink balls can feel a bit more like a one-day ball.
Reports where they felt a little bit harder or stayed harder for longer, is that?
Yeah, again, they're all brand new, so it's kind of hard to work out, but the kookaburras can feel a bit plasticky at times. This one feels more of like a hard leather, but again, I've bowled about 20 balls with it, so.
Do you think if the team wins here that the players who've taken you through this series will have first pick come the Ashes? Like, do you think this holds any sort of weight heading into that first test, or will Shield dictate that?
Oh, I think it's always a mixture. You know, there's a lot of Shield cricket to come, and some Aussie A stuff as well, and it's, you know, close to 6 months away. So I think, you know, you do well at the test level anytime. It's going to kind of make your case more compelling, but yeah, I think there's you know, a bit of a connection to the summer, but it feels a long way away at the moment.
For England playing how you thought they would, you've been keeping an eye on that?
I saw a little bit today and yesterday. Hard to know. It looks like that's Lord's deck's a little bit slow, so yeah, looks like it's a pretty tight series each game so far.
Is 3 and over what you associate Bazball with?
I got no idea. I'm not bowling on it, so it's kind of hard to know exactly, but like sometimes in England when it's slow, it looks hard to score, so yeah, I don't know.
What sort of difference has the World Test Championship made to the team process in terms of selection? Are you looking at it differently than you might have done before the World Test Championship?
Probably not. You know, every Test match, you know, any Australian team I've been part of, you pick your best 11 for that week, really. You know, no one's missing Test matches for the sake of it. So it probably doesn't change selection, but I think it kind of feels like you're building towards something. I don't know. I don't know how that exactly plays out, but it does feel like each Test match has got a bit of a stronger connection to kind of that cycle.
Do you know what things look like for you over the next few months, Pat, building into that summer?
I've got a rough plan. So I'll kind of have a good training block the next couple of months, 6 weeks or so. Probably not bowling, but lots of gym work, and body feels pretty good, but there's always kind of little bits and pieces you're always trying to get right. And then build up for the summer, so probably look like white ball. I think we've got some New Zealand, India, potentially a Shield game, and then into the home summer.
So probably not the South Africa stuff next month?
No, I don't think so.
But just, I mean, if I know you're doubling back, but like, it would be a pretty big call not to play Nathan Lyon. Like, he's always been picked for more than 10 years. Like, how would he take that if that was the case?
Look, it's all hypothetical here, but I think everyone here has a pretty good track record of doing whatever the team needs, and being really excited for the guys that play. So, you know, even someone like a Josh Inglis got to go in the first Test, and he's been out, but he's been fantastic. So I imagine if there's an experienced guy who misses out, that'd be the same.
Can you let us in on what you're going to do for Starkey tomorrow?
He'll take the new ball if we bowl. We've got a team meeting tonight, so I think we do have a few things lined up. A little bit of presentation, a few little gifts for the big fella.
Just on him, you've known him a long time, Pat. I mean, he seems like such a reluctant, like even yesterday he said, "Oh, I wish I didn't have all this attention and all of that." Yeah. Is that just him, and like, is that just how he always has been?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he's been very consistent. The probably 15 years I've known him. That, I'd say Joshy's quite similar as well. You know, just no fuss, just get on with it. They never really like being in the limelight. Do you want to come closer, Pete?
He does like that.
They are just ultimate professionals, and I think I might have said it the other day, but you know, I've genuinely learned a lot from those two. When I kind of came back into Test cricket, they both probably played 20 or 30 Tests, and I think when you're coming back from injury, you're always, like, every session you feel like you got to be fit, and you got to see the physio, and you got to be strapped right. And I remember getting back into the side and just seeing those two just crack on, bowl 20 overs, job to do the next day. If you've got to take a few wickets, they just get up, crack on, get on with it. And I learned a lot from that. And Starkey's just been that his whole career, whether it's niggles, injuries, pain, flat wickets, non-selection. He just, just super resilient. Just wakes up the next day, cracks on.